Hey guys, welcome back to Critics Education. Today we're going to be talking about the basics of parallel lines in geometry. Let's take a look. So first of all, what is a parallel line? A parallel line are when two lines never intersect with each other. They never intersect, no matter what. That's just the basics. And to represent this, we have to say line A is parallel to line B. To write that, we basically have to put this symbol which shows the two lines and then the name of the two lines on each side. Now that we've cleared that up, let's take a look and add one more line. We have the two parallel lines, but now let's add one more line, line C. This line is called the transversal. The transversal is the line that intersects with both parallel lines. So in this situation, C is the transversal because it intersects with both A and B, which are the parallel lines. Now, let's identify the angles. Before we start finding out the angles, anything inside the parallel lines A and B are interior angles. This is the symbol for angles, by the way. And then anything outside the parallel lines A and B are exterior angles. This is going to be useful when we talk about the different angle types. But for now, let's just name them. Angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4, angle 5, angle 6, angle 7, and angle 8. Now, let's get something off first. Supplementary angles are when two angles are equal to 180 degrees. What that basically means is that two angles equal a straight line. As we can see here, 5 and 6 equal a straight line because if we connect to those two, it will be a half circle, which is a straight line, 180 degrees. So then we can state that angle 5 plus angle 6 equals 180 degrees. That goes the same for angle 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and also 3 and 4. There's a bunch of different supplementary angles. Alright, now let's talk about the different angle types. Remember when I said that the exterior and interior angles which would be useful? Well, this is now the time because the different angle types requires both of those. The first angle type is alternate interior angles. The second angle type is alternate exterior angles. And the last one is corresponding angles. These are really important to remember in parallel lines with geometry. Alright, in my diagram, we have A and B, transversal C. Now, let me just quickly name them. Alright, now let's figure out which one are which. So, alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles are angles that are on the opposite side of the transversal, which is C, and are interior angles because it includes int. So the name basically gave it away, but just to clarify that it's when two angles are inside the parallel lines and are on opposite sides of the transversal. Pause the video and see if you can find which one are alternate interior angles. I'll give you a sec. All right. If you guessed 3 and 6 and 5 and 4, then you are correct, because these two are inside the parallel lines and also are on opposite sides of the transversal. Now, let's talk about alternate exterior angles. Alternate exterior angles are the same thing, but just on the exterior side, which is basically outside of the parallel lines. So, they are angles which are outside of the parallel lines and are on opposite sides of the transversal. I'll give you a sec to pause the video and check out which ones are alternate exterior. Alright, if you guessed 1 and 8 and 2 and 7, then you are correct, because these two angles are on opposite sides of the transversal and are outside the parallel lines. So these are alternate exterior angles. Now, personally, my favorite are corresponding angles. Corresponding angles are really easy because they're basically just two angles that are on the same side of the transversal and are one of them is inside and one of them is outside of the parallel lines. Let me give you an example. 6 and 2 are corresponding angles because they're both on the same side of the transversal, which is C, and one of them is inside and one of them is outside of the parallel lines. So those two are corresponding. These are really easy to remember and personally my favorite. Now let's talk about one bonus one. Vertical angles. This might sound scary, but stay with me. Vertical angles are when the angles are on opposite sides with each other. Okay? So, let's take an example. 5 and 6 are vertical angles because they are opposite to each other. 6 and 7 are opposite, so they're vertical angles. And then 2 and 4 are vertical angles, and 1 and 4 are vertical angles, and 2 and 3 are vertical angles. Because they're all on opposite sides and are literally like right next to them. Not right next, but right opposite to them. Now, one more important thing. If the line is truly parallel, then all of the angle pairs that follow alternate interior, alternate exterior, corresponding vertical, all of the angle pairs that are together with any type of angle pairs right here then the angles are equal. This is super important because later when we use the angles to solve and find missing angles, then you can easily find them because you know that these angle pairs, if they are a pair, are equal. Let me give a quick example, but really easy so that it won't confuse you. Alright, so we already said that 3 and 6 are alternate interior angles. So let's say 6 is 60 degrees, but we don't know 3, so we assign that as x. So then, what do you think 3 will be? I'll give you a sec. If you guessed 3 would also be 60 degrees, then you would be correct. Because since these two are angle pairs, they both equal 60 degrees. And then one bonus thing, since we said that 3 is equal to 60 degrees, then what would be 4? Remember what I said about supplementary angles? I'll give you a sec to solve it. Yep. If you guessed 120, then you are right. Or solved for 120, then you are right. Because supplementary angles are, like we said, are equal to 180 degrees. And since since angle 3 is equal to 60 degrees, then angle 4 has to be equal 120, because since this is on a straight line, since they both make up a straight line, which is A, or they make 180 degrees, then 60 plus angle 4 has to equal 180. So then 120 would be the answer for the missing value of 4. I hope this video helped, and I hope you find it really useful. If you have any questions, comment down below. And if you want any more video ideas about math or science, just comment down below and I'll make a video about it. Make sure to like and subscribe, and see you next time. Peace!